What's up? So today's video is the mid-year book freakout tag. I'm currently filming this July 4th, and yeah, so it's now has been halfway, I think a little bit more than halfway through the year. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys, gonna be answering some questions about my reading so far this year for the first half. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. I have the questions and my answers on here, so yeah, I'm gonna be looking at these. Okay, so question 1, best book you've read so far in 2021. If you guys saw my last year's mid-year book freakout tag, then I think for this question I'm just gonna answer with the sequel of that answer that I gave. Whatever. Okay, that makes no sense. Anyways, my answer is A Vows of Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the third and final book in the Curse Breakers trilogy, and this is not the original cover. I got this dust jacket from the bookish box. Yeah, so yep, I absolutely loved this book. If you guys don't know, the first book, A Curse of Dark and Lonely, it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and then after that, starting from the second book, it like takes a turn and it's not so much a Beauty and the Beast retelling. But yeah, I absolutely love this conclusion. It was not perfect by any way, but I just loved being with these characters and just going along in their journey and seeing how like the story concluded. So yeah, A Vows of Bold and Deadly. And then the next question is best sequel you've read so far. A Vows of Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmerer. I don't think I have to say anything more. Okay, so the third question is new release you haven't read but want to. Okay, so I have two answers for this question, and the first one is the Mary Shelley Club, which is by Goldie Mondovsky, which I've read her two other books, Kill the Boy Band and No Good Deed, and I loved both of them. So at this point, Goldie Mondovsky is just like an auto-buy author for me. So I can't remember when the Mary Shelley Club came out, but I'm saving it. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm saving to read it in October because spooky season. Yep. So then the next one that I have for this question is Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. Again, I loved her first two books, Everything, and The Sun is Also a Star. So again, another auto-buy author for me. And yeah, I'm excited to read that. I've heard not so great things about it, so I'm a little nervous going into it. But the one person I heard something negative about, we tend to have opposite opinions of books. So, and then my friend Kurlani told me that everyone, like by the end of it, everyone is like heartbroken. So we'll see how my thoughts about it once I read that. Okay, so the fourth question is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. So I have 4 answers for this. So the first one is, I believe it's Feather and Flame. Hold on, I don't remember who that's by. So Feather and Flame by Livia Blackburn, and this is the second book in the new Disney series called The Queen's Console, and this is gonna focus on what happened after the Mulan Disney movie, the animation. So I'm excited to read that. Sounds interesting. Yeah. Anyways, also all the books that I speak about in this video, I'm gonna link it down below, as well as all the questions to this, so if you want to do this tag as well. Yeah, so we have that. And the next book I have is The Party Crasher by Sophie Kinsella. If you guys know, I love most of Sophie Kinsella's books, so anytime she comes out with a new book, I buy it. So The Party Crasher, I don't know a lot what it's about, but it involves crashing a party. Yep. So we have that. We also have Kingdom of the Curse, which is the second book in the Kingdom of the Wicked. I don't know if it's a duology or it's a series, but it's the second book in that by Carrie Maniscalco. I'll talk about the first book a little bit later. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That's coming out later this year. And then the fourth book I have is White Smoke, which is by Tiffany D. Jackson. And yeah, I've read Monday's Not Coming by her, and I really enjoyed that book. And White Smoke sounds really interesting, so I thought I will give that a go as well. So yes. Okay, this one we're gonna get interesting. The next question is biggest disappointment. Rebel Rose by Emma Thorold. This is the first book in the Queen's Counsel series. This is a continuation of Beauty and the Beast. So what happened after the end of the movie, the animation movie of Beauty and the Beast by Disney. I have 2 vlogs where I talk about this. I will link the first vlog up here, and then this is the second one where I actually finished the book. So disappointed. I went into this with such high expectations. So basically, like I said, it's what happens after the end credits of Beauty and the Beast, the Disney movie, and it takes place during the French Revolution and what Belle has to go through, and then the Beast, aka Leo, in this book, him dealing with dealing with the after effects of the curse and trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Get his people to not agree with him, but getting his people, making his people happy, pretty much. There's new characters are introduced in this, and I thought going into this I was gonna get a lot of the characters that we knew from the movie. We get little from them, mainly Lumiere, Cogsworth, and Mrs. Potts. We obviously get mostly a good amount from Belle. I want a little bit more romance between Belle and Leo, but for a good chunk of the book he's not even there. He went to do something, and I'm like, this wasn't what I was expecting. The ending was a little bit better, but it didn't save the book. Yeah, if you want my raw at the moment reaction, you can check out that vlog, because yeah, biggest disappointment. I'm so excited to read the next books in the series because it's by different authors. Like I said, Father in Flame is by Olivia Blackburn. So I'm excited to continue on with the series. I also annotated this. I was like, I don't care if I don't like it, because I'm like, it's really pretty and it's a Beauty and the Beast book, so I was like, it's fine. But yeah, big disappointment. Okay, now we have biggest surprise, and for that, for me, would be, I'm gonna put a picture because I don't own the book. That is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I went into this the opposite of Rebel Rose with little expectations. I didn't know too much about it, and I ended up enjoying it more than I thought I would. So that's why I'm saying it's my biggest surprise, because yeah, I really enjoyed my time reading it, and I really didn't expect that, so it was a big surprise. I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much. So yeah, that's my biggest surprise. Now the next question is fave new author, or debut, or new to you or me. So for this, I don't have an answer, because there wasn't, I've read some new authors to me this year, and a new author because it's her first book, but I didn't read anything by a new author or new author to me that I just absolutely loved, and I'm just like, love this author. Didn't get that from any of the authors I've read this year so far this year, which I've read compared to like other people, which you shouldn't compare yourself to other people, but I haven't read a lot. I did meet my Goodreads goal because I set it to 15 books. So I've read 17 books this year, so I don't have that big of a selection to pick from for this hack, but it's all right. So yeah, so I don't have a new favorite author from the 15 books that I've read. So the next question number 8 is newest fictional crush. I don't really crush on characters, but if I had to choose a answer, almost like if I had to choose a question. If I had to choose an answer, I'm gonna go with Wrath from King of the Wicked, because if you have not seen what he looks like, he was also a cool character. So let's just go with that, Wrath from Kingdom of the Wicked. And then question number 9 is newest faith character. So newest faith character, Nikolai from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. He's introduced in this book by Leigh Bardugo. Absolutely love him. As soon as he was introduced in this book, I'm like, I love this person. He's hilarious. He's ridiculous. So yeah, Nikolai. And then I also really loved Nina from the Six of Crows duology. I have it packed in the bag because I have to return it back to my friend, so I didn't want to take it out. So yeah, but yeah, but from the two, I think I love Nikolai more. Yeah, I love Nikolai, and I'm so excited that the Shadow and Bone TV show got picked up for a 2nd season, because that means Nikolai. I'm so excited. Are you? You better be excited. So yeah, Nikolai. Okay, question number 10 is book that made you cry. The past few years, pretty much like any book can make me cry, but so far this year, no book has made me cry, which I need to find a book to make me cry, because none of these books have made me cry so far this year. 15 that I've read, the 17 I've read so far this year, so I need to find one. Question number 11, book that made you happy. I've also Bold and Deadly by Bridget Cuminer. I had so much fun reading this book. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I don't know if I was just in a really good mood when I read it or what, but I honestly had such a fun time reading it, and being with the characters, and yeah, and seeing like their relationships develop and everything. I just had a great time, so this is the book that made me happy. So question number 12, most beautiful book you've bought or received. So the most beautiful book that I bought, and I bought it twice, it was the whole thing. I'll link up here my vlog for this book, because I have a dedicated vlog for this book. So that is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. This is the first book in the Realm Breaker trilogy, and yeah, like, look at her. There's Coraine holding the sword around the blade. So yeah, and then it wraps around, her hand wraps around, and then that's the back of her. You see her hair here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the prettiest book that I bought so far this year. Yep, again, check out my reading vlog for this, because I had a dedicated vlog, so you see all my thoughts and feelings reading this book. Spoiler alert, I ended up giving this 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. If you want to know why, check out my vlog. Yes. Okay, so the last question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? So let's start off. I have a few books for this, so let's start off here. I'm currently reading A Reaper at the Gates, and I really want to finish the series before the end of the year. Yeah, I'm currently reading this. My vlog most likely won't be up by the time, yeah, I probably will post this first before my vlog for this, but look out for the vlog, my reading vlog for Reaper at the Gates. I'll link up here my vlog for A Number in the Ashes. So but yeah, really want to finish this series off. The next book I have is The Evil Queen by Jenna Showalter. Basically, this is I'm pretty sure it's the Evil Queen origin story. So yeah, I've had this for a good minute, so I want to read this before the end of this year. The next book I have is The Queen of Raiders by Sarah Kozlov. This is the second book in the A Queen in Hiding quartet. I enjoyed the first book, and I'm interested to continue on with the series. This is a adult fantasy series, and this is really like my first dip into the adult fantasy. So yeah, I'm excited to continue on with the series. Then the next book I have is Eden Conquered by Joelle Charbonneau. This is the second book in the Dividing Eden duology, which I read Dividing Eden a few years ago. So I'm gonna have to reread the first book first. Before I go into this, because I don't remember a lot about it. But yep, Eden Conquered. Yes. So that is it. Those were all the questions for the mid-year book freakout tag. Please let me know if you guys did this tag. Link it down below, or just say you did, and then I'll go to your channel and watch it, because it's interesting to see like what other people have read the first half of the year. So yep, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially you got to the end. And let me know what was your biggest disappointment and your biggest surprise. So I think those are those questions were the most interesting questions. Yeah, so let me know your biggest disappointment this year and your biggest surprise that you read this year. Okay, as always, all of my social media links will be linked down below in the description box. You can follow me on there, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to become a member of a little family here on Yari Hearts Books. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, check out what kind of videos you post on here, and I'll catch you guys here next time. Bye.